104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's Wednesday, October the 4th of 2023 at 6:01, and the gang is all here. Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. Woohoo!
Yeah.
For colder weather coming up in a couple days. Yay!
Kevin's making fun of because I purchased weird stuff on Amazon.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like what have you purchased?
Today wasn't weird. I purchased these rags to clean your screens, like computer screens,
Yeah.
TV screen. I have this TV in my house that you can pull out and turn.
Nice.
To, when you're eating, so you can see that side, but it didn't get your fingerprints on it. And I bought these nice. It came with 5 of them. I brought one in here, and Sam just used it on the screen on the board, and
The rag is completely filthy now.
ShamWow.
yeah, I'm like, what the hell did you do to my rag, Sam?
It does look like a ShamWow.
And then I go, well, it's funny because this morning, look what I bought. Here, I'll give it to Kevin. What did I buy?
Oh, I've seen these.
And what is the product?
I kind of wanted one of
Like
these.
$8 or $11.
So it looks like a little glass bird that you slide a lemon piece into. Then you smash the top of the bird down, and it kind of empties the juice out of his beak.
And then
Oh,
you
it's a
can
juice
pour it.
squeezer. Okay.
But this one doesn't look like a bird, though, is it?
It looks like a little
one's supposed
birdie to me.
This one's supposed to be a saucer, like a little, like a gravy boat. You know those gravy boats?
Yeah.
Sure.
But you put a slice of lemon in there because I don't like lemons that much. My kids love lemons. When on like fish and stuff.
It kind of looks like a whale.
Whale, huh?
Because of the
Are you
tail.
holding it in the studio, or are you just showing him a picture of it?
Yeah.
Picture.
I'll show you
What's
a
it
little.
called? What's it officially called?
I just typed in lemon squeezer.
Lemon bird.
It's glass. It does look like a bird, kind
I
of.
wonder, since I started seeing advertisements for this, I wonder if it's
Well,
because...
advertisement today. That's why I said.
Well, we're all going to see ads
Okay.
now because we're talking about it.
Right, but like if I'm next to Eric, I'm pretty sure that I get similar ads as he does.
Rilla, I'll show it to you. Have
Let's
you seen
see.
this before?
Oh, wow. And it's glass, not plastic?
It says glass.
I'm
but
pretty
I'll
sure-
find out
That
tomorrow.
sounds like a bad
Maybe
idea.
it's
Acrylic
acrylic.
crystal.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, it's acrylic, yeah.
Boat shape manual lemon squeezer.
Squeezer.
You
For
can't just do
$12.99.
it with your fingers.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, but it gets messy and you get lemon fingers.
I
But
need
wait,
your
hold on.
Amazon budget.
Then you gotta
There's
clean
so
it.
many things
No,
I'd love
you
to
still
buy.
have to. You still have to slice the damn lemon to get it into the squeezer.
Right.
Well, I
You're
don't do
still
that
gonna get
part.
your hand all lemony. It makes no sense.
This is dumb.
This-
That would be going straight in my junk drawer. You've got like so many
I'm
items
sure my
that
wife
we
will be
don't
mad.
need.
I'll go, here you go. I got this for you. She'll be, what the hell is this?
And
Yeah.
More clutter.
And then he just gave me this ShamWow that you probably paid like $20 for this thing. And I mean, you
Now
can
you
just
guys
use a
ruined it.
paper
Oh, my
towel.
God.
Let me
It does
see it.
have-
Let me see it. Sam, put
It
it up
does
to the
have
screen.
goop on it now.
Hold on.
This place
Oh,
is
gosh,
clearly
let's
not
see.
cleaned that often.
It's supposed to be.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I
just
see
like
how dark
a
it is.
microfiber towel.
There you
all
go.
it is. That's
Microfiber.
That's
You don't
what
want to
it
use
is.
Windex and paper towels on your TV
No.
or your,
But
gas.
Yes,
No
but let me
fun.
tell. Wait, can I ask how much you paid for that specific, just one green?
It came with 5 of them. I think it was like $15.
Okay, let me
$12.
throw you. Let me make you crazy. At Costco years ago, and they still sell it now.
Where do you
I
get it at
found these
Costco?
amazing yellow microfiber towels for like drying your car, but they are exactly like that, Eric, and they are amazing for everything. I probably have. I don't know, more than 40 of them in the garage and laundry area so that and I have some in my car, Tasso's car. Like, they're just amazing. They are amazing. If you go to a drive-through car wash, you can quickly dry off your car afterwards. It just dries off in the drips. You can use it for your computer screen. You can use it to dust your house. You can use it to wipe up spills.
Actually, I did get it at Costco. That's what it was
You
last
did?
week. Yeah.
Because the
Like,
pack that
don't
I
think
got was
it's Amazon.
yellow, and it had about, I feel like 20 of them in there.
This is
Whoa.
green. It's made for TVs
for
and
screens, where Roula's is probably like a multi-purpose.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that they labeled it just for TV screens means they got to charge you more.
Yeah. It's got the chemical
Probably.
on it.
Well, I
Actually, I'm wrong
appreciate my
again. I got it at
screens
Micro
looking
Center. That's where it was because I went this weekend.
I saw
that's
your
where it was.
Instagram story with
Oh
only
my
men there.
gosh.
Because I got a new computer for the house.
Tell the secret, Eric.
Oh yeah,
Single
ladies, if
ladies.
you're looking for a man,
Yeah.
I put this on I got a lot of people going, wow, Eric, I never knew this. I went to Micro Center with my daughter. We looked around. We were there at 20 minutes. Not a single female.
All dudes.
There's 2 females, my daughter and one of the ladies at the cashier. All dudes buying computer nerd stuff, and they're probably obviously smart. They love the computers. Probably maybe successful down the road. or they're just gamers and they're not going to be successful.
So you're looking for something for the long haul.
But if you're looking for a man, that's probably a place to go. Although some people did smell.
Oh my God, that's really enticing.
I'm just saying. So I mean,
So if you're ladies, if you're looking for a prepubescent, sweaty dude that one day will be worth money.
Wait, why
Unfortunately-
is it prepubescent?
No, they
Not
were-
prepubescent. I meant like
they were adults.
they were adults. Okay.
Yeah, but Micro Center. That's where I got it from. In the weight.
Another place where you can
Impulse
find a
buys.
lot of men, Eric, I think only Special K knows this more than you, but I know it too, is flooring decor. Any kind of construction-y place. There's a lot of men there that know how to lay tile and put
some
in
pipe.
things. And
A lot of
they're good with their
contractors.
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going to find a bunch of men in there. There's gonna be almost the only lady in there if you go in there, Sam.
Know how to really get stuff done. Take care
I'll
of
tell
it
you
for
what.
at the house.
If you want service in a Home Depot or a Lowe's, you've got to bring a very, a nice looking lady with you, and then you'll get
oh
help.
yeah, they ain't talking no ugly girls over there.
No, they don't talk to anybody.
Hell,
You
Sorry,
cannot
ladies.
find help in those
Ma'am.
places to save your
But
life.
now with the apps,
I mean,
you don't
they
need to.
hide.
Now you just type in what you're looking for, and the app will say, okay,
I
aisle
love
6.
Unless
Day
something's
7.
locked. Like we wanted to get batteries for this leaf blower thing. Okay, so it doesn't blow leaves; it sucks it in. It's a leaf like vacuum because we have like really big trees. So it's the coolest thing ever, and it just vacuums all the leaves in, and then it like shreds them. And then we have to put them in bags. But we had to get batteries for it, and it was all locked up.
I hate to break it to you, but most leaf blowers also act as leaf
Yeah, 'cause
suckers.
I hate to break it to you, but mine doesn't.
Yeah, because I used to put a thing
Kevin.
on,
Yeah,
I used to
you
put a
just put the
reverse on
bag
that
on
thing
it.
on the bag, and then
Yeah.
it would
You
suck it
can't
up.
sucks it in.
reverse this one.
It'd suck up the nuts and the
You
walnuts and all that
can't
stuff.
reverse this one,
Tree nuts?
boys.
Really?
Yeah.
But you don't have to reverse
that
it.
you
You
don't
just
want
like
those.
you just put the tube on the other side rather than the suck and the
it's
blow.
all together. You can't take it apart.
When there are leaves in your
You
ever
say you don't
fall.
have like a garage or well, where do you hide this stuff? You have like a shed?
I find a homeless guy to just like hang out in my backyard and just guard everything, Roula.
I was going to say, where do you hide this giant leaf
Well,
blower?
there's plenty of them around your area.
There are so many. I know them. I say hi.
She has a shed, Brula. She has a she
I
shed.
do have a
She does,
shed.
okay.
We put it together when I was like 8 months pregnant, hoping this was going to get me in labor. I was like, here we go. Here we go. Try to put this
You bought
together.
a leaf blower to push you into labor.
No,
That
no,
is
no.
shed.
I
The
put this shed together while I was.
Oh, that's right. I remember when y'all built that. I
My
can't
mom
believe
was
it.
in town, and I was like, let's get busy. Let's try and do stuff. Get this baby out.
Didn't work, huh?
Hey, one more thing. Somebody on text just told me those yellow towels from Costco are good for. They say they have the yellow towels I'm talking about, and they use them for cooling towels for kids playing soccer and sports. That's a good idea too. You put them in the cooler of ice with the
good.
Gatorade and stuff, and they can pull them. And when you squeeze them enough, they're like quote dry, but they're not dry, and they just cool you on your neck. That's
Or
a
you
great
just buy
idea.
the
Thanks,
cooling
Texter.
towels, which are pretty cheap.
Are they cheap though?
No,
yeah.
the cooling towels are expensive.
they're expensive.
I bought
They'll
some on
sell you one for
Amazon.
$9.99, and it's ridiculous
Oh,
unless
I
you
got
go
a pack
Tuesday
of,
morning.
like, I think it was 4 of them on Amazon. It was
But you can only
not
use
even
it
that.
for that, Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're trying to
right.
do multi-purpose.
Yeah, it's
right?
just one use. How
I had a
often?
question for y'all. I mean, because do your kids have cell phones, Eric?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and Roula, do your kids have cell phones?
Only my oldest does.
So I'm wondering if they're at school today because everybody in America's phone is going to go off today between 1:20 and 1:50. They're going to test the emergency alert system. So how's that going to
Testing it,
work?
Yes.
Especially kids
Only
that
if your
sneak their
phone is
phones.
off, it won't go off. If your phone is turned off,
it
you
will
won't
not.
hear it.
Okay.
But and here's another thing. I was going to mention this yesterday. We talked about this, but I'm going to do this multiple times today. If you are a victim of domestic violence and you are hiding a device, you've got to make sure that thing is off or it will be found out. A
Yeah.
lot of people who are victims of domestic violence hide mobile devices as a safety device and their abuser does not know they have it. You've got to turn it off or else it'll get found out.
Think about all these dudes that we have on Rule and Ryan's Roses, all the cheaters with their burner phones.
Oh, this is a good time.
Oh, yeah.
So go back
Those
to
things
your
are all
house.
going to go off.
Go to your house around 1:10 and 2 o'clock and just walk around and listen for it.
Yeah. Official time is 1:20. This is our time. Houston time, 1:20 to 1:50 today.
Wait, it's going to go on that long?
No, it's not going to go on the entire time.
Universally.
They're going, no. During that 30-minute window, they'll hit everybody's phone is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
the whole country at
Yeah.
the same time.
I mean, I've received an emergency alert before. It's no big deal.
It just scares you when you
You're only going to get a message
an
once.
Amber Alert.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to sound different than the emergency alert we usually do here on KRB? That
Yeah, I don't think
Is
it
that
sounds
one?
like that. Yeah, that's not. It's going to be like.
What does it sound like?
It's
We're
not
trying
going
to
to sound like a DJ.
brace everybody for the noise. Do we have a sample of it? I don't know what we're waiting
don't have
for,
a
but I guess
sample
we'll
of
find
it.
out.
Wish we could all do a shot at the same time.
The Amber Alert one,
weird.
that'll wake you up. If you don't have that disabled on your phone, it's really loud.
But some kids do because like they have like a box to put your cell phone in. Some schools, up front, and then some kids don't want to, so they hide their phone.
Oh.
So kids,
wanna
be
get found
careful
out?
today. They're gonna find you.
Well, if you have it on vibrate.
No, it doesn't matter. It's still going to go off. I think it still goes off. Like my Amber,
As
I've
long
had
as
my phone in
if it's turned
silent
off, it won't
mode.
go off.
Yeah, but
if
if
it's turned off, it won't go off.
But if it's on, even if you mute it,
And what time
If mute and whatever, it'll still go off.
1:20 in the
1:20.
afternoon all the way through 1:50. They'll be staggering it all out.
Got it.
I'm sure somebody will have a lawsuit today after that. It scared me, and I hit a tree.
They're doing it basically to help us. It's to test, the emergency alert system. God forbid we had like another 9/11 type event.
My younger daughter said something about aliens or something, and I'm like, a little special K
Eric,
here.
Kevin's probably been
I know.
reading up on those
Like,
conspiracy
is Kevin
theories.
sending you stuff?
Invasion. If you're watching that on Apple, you'll understand. We have to be alerted.
This is a message to all the aliens to unite.
You are ridiculous.
To unite, they've already united.
No,
They're
no.
Don't
here.
scare
To attack.
people.
And what-
It's like Independence Day.
Scare people.
The clock is
He's
ticking.
just kidding, littles. Don't
Yeah.
be freaked out. Eric is just
Eric,
kidding.
it's special case that the aliens are coming today.
It's like what was that thing? War of the Worlds,
Yeah.
the radio broadcast with Orson Welles.
Everybody believed it?
The whole East Coast of the United States believed we were under alien invasion.
That's crazy. I guess
Coming
Someone
up next-
texted all the homies in the jail, turn your phones off.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, there's a lot of hidden phones in jail.
Huntsville, if you're listening,
Sorry.
turn them off.
Yeah.
Hide your
Coming up
shanks.
next in Celebrity Scoop, speaking of scary movies, the most expensive ones ever made, and there's a couple on there I didn't even know they were scary, kind of like yesterday's list of Karate Kid being the number 10 best Halloween movie. Sorry, I don't
stupid.
understand.
Oh my God.
And there's a documentary I've talked about that I finally caught up on the last episode, and there's a really one of these. It's a crazy story about the show Telemarketers. If you've not watched that on HBO Max or AKA Max, this crazy development yesterday about that show. I'll explain in Scoop. Here's your weather for today.
Wow, we've got a 30% chance of rain a little bit early on the day. Only getting up to 86 today. That feels amazing. It's so nice. Think about 2 weeks
86.
ago, it was 109 degrees, and now it's only going to be 86. So it does make a difference. Right now, 77 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
From the big screen to the big house.
Roula and Ryan Celebrity Scoop.
104.1 KRBE.
It is brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. I want to give you a little note about today's show. At 7:40 this morning, we usually do Scoop, but today we're going to be doing a game for Paw Patrol Live tickets. They're going to be here in November. Special K and the zombies are back. Zombie-oki.
Yeah. It's October.
Hey, I'm so excited. I love when he does this.
Can you tell what the song is based on how he's growling it out as a zombie? So we'll be doing that at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're going to be doing the rapid fire quiz, your chance to see Cinderella from Theater Under the Stars. And then at 8:13, we've got Taylor Swift exclusive KRBE cinema passes to see the Eras Tour in the theater with our KRBE
Is this
screen. It'll be
is
really
it,
fun.
Is it Rogers and Hamstring or Rogers and Hamstring?
Rogers and
Hammerstein. Hamstring is what you don't want to pull.
Which one?
Yeah,
was
your
it?
hamstring is your
Rogers and what?
leg.
Rogers
Hammerstein.
and Hammerstein.
Hammerstein. That was a band, wasn't it?
No.
Hammerstein.
That's Rammstein.
Man, damn, I'm off today.
I don't know.
I need a coffee.
Remember that heavy metal band?
You don't even drink coffee, bro.
That's why I
Yeah,
need
you
it.
really don't.
Sit in a corner
Really
with your
don't.
pumpkin spice latte.
Drink too much.
Ha. Yesterday, later in the show, not in the 6 o'clock hour, I did a story about like the top Halloween movies for the season every year, like, whoever puts this out. And I think this was from Variety. And Variety, which is a very respected industry source.
Not really in touch
Had
with the
put-
everyday guy.
Well, no, most everything was fine. But I think what's so weird
Like Rolling
is
Stone.
number 10 on that list was The Karate Kid for best Halloween movies.
Well, think about it. They have that
What the
scene
hell?
where they're all dressed as the
It's
skeletons.
the one scene in the whole movie.
That was it.
One scene. Is they're at the Halloween dance. One scene.
That's
Doesn't make
it.
any sense.
Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
Halloween movie.
Yeah,
So it's not a Halloween movie, but it was on the list. And
It's,
so
it takes place during Halloween, much like Die Hard takes place during the Christmas season. Doesn't really make it a Christmas movie.
that's what I said yesterday, Ryan. But Eric said no because the whole Die Hard is about Christmas Eve into Christmas
Yes.
and like the
that was a Christmas
terrorist
party. They played the
takedown.
music. It was definitely. Though, if that movie was shot in New York, then no, everyone would say yes, it is a Christmas movie. But it was supposed to be in L.A. where there's no snow, because like you watch all those Hallmark movies.
Well, I don't want to go down
Right,
the
have
Die
to
Hard
snow.
debate.
But Hallmark movies are always, it's got to be snow in, or they're in mountains, or
Yeah,
farmer.
and there's always got to be like a young widower.
And
Somebody
Bruce Willis
trying to
trying to
find
get his
them.
ex-wife back or his wife.
Yeah,
So
yes.
see,
They have a formula.
Could've been a
It
Hallmark.
works for them.
The top expensive horror movie budgets. The top movies ever made for the most money. It is a tie at number 3. I Am Legend from 2007 and 2010's The Wolfman were made for $150 million.
See, I think I Am Legend
million.
is more like a psychological thriller.
It was the scariest movie I think I've ever seen.
No
Yes, and you know what?
way.
Yeah, same. It terrified me, and I did not think of it as a scary movie. Otherwise, I wouldn't have watched it. It was like more like sci-fi, end of the world stuff.
Yeah.
Terrified. I still am traumatized from
I
those
am too.
crazy, whatever the hell they were, beast zombie things that
Post-apocalyptic.
killed everybody.
When he was hanging in the middle of everything and the dogs are going to get him, I almost had to leave the theater.
They're
And
actually,
they're doing a sequel.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
With Will Smith?
Yeah.
and what's his name? Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
B.
I think
Oh.
he's supposed to be in it too. And
I
also,
don't know.
those zombies were in that movie. They were actually not bad. Like he was trying
But
to
they
get
were
his
this weird
he was trying to get his
alien,
wife
like,
back. Will Smith
crazy-
stole his wife to do experiments on. Wouldn't you be mad?
Yeah.
You want to save your wife too?
That's why I don't look at it as a. I
Will
didn't
Smith
think
was
of
the
it as
bad
a horror
guy.
movie. Will Smith was not the bad guy.
He took his wife and was doing experiments on her. Of course, you're going to be mad.
I mean, any kind of great movie is where you can actually see both viewpoints of the bad guy and the good guy.
Yeah, but we don't find that out till near at the end.
Yeah.
Way to spoil it.
You don't want like a bad guy that's so two-dimensional. I'm just evil. Most people
Too
don't view
soon.
themselves as
16
evil. They
years
just,
later.
something had to take them to that point.
Yep.
Number 2, Van Helsing from 2004, $160 million.
Never saw it.
Cost
Is that
to
Hugh
make Van
Jackman?
Helsing.
Van Helsing is the guy that hunted
Yeah,
Dracula.
it's Hugh Jackman.
correct.
And,
And number
Kate
1, World
Beckinsale.
War Z. Is that Brad Pitt? World War
Oh,
Z.
World War Z. That was a fun movie.
That was
that Brad Pitt?
interesting because the zombies were fast.
Yeah, they could really haul ass.
That's what I feel like about I Am Legend. Weren't they crazy fast?
Yeah.
Anyway, that was made for $190 million in 2013. World War Z.
It was pretty good.
Real quick, I want to mention this before we get to the next thing. There's a show on HBO Max. Well, now it's just called Max. It's called Telemarketers. And it is about the genesis of the psychotic robocalls that you still get today, even though you know better now. We have a little bit more information about not answering the phone. It is the genesis of how the telemarketing industry was born, and all in the name of falsity, all in the name of thinking you're helping a fallen officer's family or a fallen firefighter's family, and under the name of the Fraternal Order of the Police, when really it was just this giant company that was making millions upon millions of dollars
In Philly or
and giving
Jersey or
almost
something?
none of it.
It was over in that area. I don't think it was. I don't think it was in Philly. But
moving it around, right?
Jersey, it started in Jersey.
I think we've all received those calls from the Troopers Association, and
Yep.
I was like, "Oh, should I record this?" But then I was like, "Oh no,
No, you
because
don't
you don't
wanna
want to
be in
mess
that-
with troopers or whatnot." But now I know these are fake people. They're not actually
Right.
the
No,
Troopers
you don't want to
Association.
do that. And
They're
here's
like
why.
drug addicts and felons that
They were
couldn't get
doing-
other
they
jobs.
were heroin
teams.
up in there.
It is a huge organization. Last night it was National Night Out, so I was out and I was talking to a police officer, and it was so informative yet so scary. I said, "What's the number one, really prevalent crime that you're just seeing?" Is it's identity theft. It's how they do it, and they're getting smarter and smarter and smarter.
Yeah, why rob
Well,
a bank?
telemarketers starts with that genesis of what was happening. Here's what was happening. If you've not seen it, it's only 3 episodes, but the 3rd episode didn't get released until recently. And it's a kid who's like, a screw around who got his parents were like, you got to get a job. He found this job for $10 an hour in the 90s in this pit. Basically, it was a phone pit of a building. And they're like, yeah, just follow this script. And you're going to tell people that you're calling on behalf of the police, but you're not a cop. And you're going to ask them for money, and you're going to ask them to be like the gold level or the platinum level. And can we count on you every month? And
a lot
blah,
of
blah, blah.
ex-cons, too. A lot of people out
A
of
lot of
prison
ex-cons.
can get
They're
jobs.
drinking, they're drugging, they're doing all kinds of stuff as long as the phone calls got made. And the company that made millions of, not really, if we count it all now, after all these years, it's been billions of dollars. They made a deal, like they would go to an organization and say, if we give you a little bit of this money, can we use your name? And for like $100,000, an organization said, yeah, sure. But they made hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And so this one guy who was a heroin addict, who got one of the jobs, and he was Patrick J. Pespis, he ended up being like this anti-hero in the show because he's the guy that was so good at manipulating people out of their money. But then he realized, you know what? this is bad what we're doing. And the other kid that was the mess around also was like, I'm going to expose these guys, because he brought a video camera to work one day in the 90s.
Every day.
And he went back and saw the
years.
footage.
For years, really? Was it like one
For
day?
years.
No, not
believe
one
it.
day. You're right. Well, I mean, one day he got the idea to bring it, and then he just kept recording and kept recording. And if you go to telemarketers, you'll see how it plays out. Well, Patrick J. Pespis is missing as of September the 30th.
What?
They say the last time that he was really seen was September 29th.
No, they got
And now
the
they say
payback.
he may have been spotted on the 30th, but it's either A, what they implied, Kevin, you, Mr. Conspiracy, they implied that they dug too deep on these fraternal orders of police and all these fake companies that are saying that they're not defrauding people, but they are, and maybe they got to him, or he fell off the wagon.
You know
Not
what they?
really
You know
sure.
they could easily pull. I don't know if this is a Courtney Love, but just let them have a little bit too much. You know, he's already a heroin addict.
But he was
What do you mean-
recovered.
what do you mean,
By the third
Courtney
episode,
Love?
he was already recovered. He was clean.
The rumors that they say Courtney Love and her
Oh,
husband.
that she was responsible for her husband's death. There's a lot of documentaries that really.
So the
make it look
guy in
convincing.
question is a big heroin addict. It
Uh-huh.
would not be hard for them to make that look like an accident.
Well, that's exactly like the movie that we all saw, Puncture. Do you remember with Chris Evans?
Oh, yeah.
Houston attorney, and I mean, it happened right here, and they made it look like the pharmaceutical industry killed him, or did he overdose?
No, they made it. Hold on. In the movie, it's implied the pharmaceutical industry killed him, but on the papers, I think they say his character overdosed.
Mm-hmm.
But it leaves the questions in there, right? Because I don't really
That's
know.
why I like
Punker's about the
documentaries.
retractable syringes.
I like documentaries more than I like, biopics, because, they always kind of insert their opinions in there.
Yeah.
It's better to just watch a documentary. What you're describing on Max.
Documentaries do the same thing, though.
They do. I mean,
They're
you
all
can
skewed.
sway anything. Anybody's capable of swaying something, but I recommended that show on Hulu, I believe it was called. It's called Trafficked, and it's the same concept. It came out a couple of years ago, but it's just one episode, and you can just, get a brief overview of how the scam is going
How'd
on.
that go again? You can what?
That's Ryan's thing.
I can only snap.
If Ryan, you should have a TV show, that'd be your thing. Like, instead of back in 2 and 2, you just,
I told you I lost the ability to whistle, and after I got COVID, I can't whistle anymore.
That's so weird.
I can't whistle. I whistled my whole life. I can't whistle.
that was odd.
For
I just got
real?
the
Because
snap.
of COVID or because your teeth
I just
got knocked
noticed
out?
that's
Yeah, maybe you're missing a tooth.
It broke his tongue.
no. I don't know why. It's the damnedest thing. I can't whistle anymore. It's so weird.
That is odd.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I
well,
go
we're
for
going to
the
do a
snap.
whistle challenge next. Guess what song we're
I
whistling?
don't remember Ryan ever whistling on the show, though. Do you guys?
No.
I would whistle in the car, like
How
the
would
songs.
you whistle
During the
instead
show,
of
during a break,
snapping,
yeah.
though?
So, guys,
Yeah.
We're going
I
to
definitely never remember you whistling.
you got to be like, what's his name on
Now
Ted
you're just
Lasso?
taunting me because I can't do it.
You need to be like Roy Kent.
He's got the loud whistle.
Whistle. He doesn't whistle. He doesn't.
Oh.
He doesn't like metal things in his mouth.
Oh, okay.
So when he,
I don't know who Roy Kent is.
I don't know who that is either.
oh my god,
I don't want to divulge. He
I can't
starts
believe
out as
I'm
a
working.
teammate, and then he was eventually
Of what?
becomes more.
Ted Lasso.
A TV
On Ted Lasso.
Oh, okay, I didn't watch that.
One of the biggest
I
shows.
said Ted
it's
Lasso.
really good, but I'm watching. I've
I even said Ted Lasso.
missed a
Oh,
lot
I
of
I didn't hear
episodes.
you.
Ted Lasso because he doesn't want to put a whistle in his mouth, so he goes whistle.
See, I'm up to the
That's how he
episode
said
where they
whistling.
tied the strings to their.
Oh yeah.
Okay, anyway. Coming up next, we're going to go around the table. There's an update to a story from this week where a mom reached out to us about homecoming with her daughter. There's a national story about homecoming that I don't know if this was to comfort that girl or not. We'll give you that. Plus, what else? Go, Eric.
No, actually, that's one I had for you too.
Same
I know, I
brain.
started laughing. I was laughing. I'm like, oh, we're really everything the same.
Same brain.
There's
We're
also
not in
one
the
on-
same room, but we still think the same way.
And
We'll talk about that.
There's a bunch of pizza stats. I love pizza.
Pizza.
Fast.
Pizza is an American food, not Italian food. There, I said it. Let's go. Coming
Yep.
up next, we're going around the table.
Pizza!
On the Will and Ryan Show.
Pizza
Well-
first, or are we
Pizza
going to
and
save
homecoming.
it?
We got all kinds of good stuff.
We'll do a little update on the homecoming topic. We had a mom reach out to us earlier in the week saying that she really doesn't know how to help her daughter, who's really fun, outgoing, all the things. She and her friend have not been asked to homecoming yet. And she wanted two non-teenage dirtbag boys to come out of the corners and ask these girls to homecoming because otherwise they wouldn't be included with their friend group to do all the pre-HOCO pictures and all the things. And I don't really know how that's going to end up because it's very hard to tell a 15-year-old, 16-year-old, whatever it is that, when you're an adult, no one's going to remember that because this is their whole world right now. Right now, it's about Hoko.
It's not
right?
cool to say that like that. Oh, you'll never.
Hoko?
10 years from
Yeah,
now.
Hoko. If you were up here, I might lean over and just push you over if you say that.
I don't like
I'll
Hoko.
knock you out of your
That's what it
chair if you
Hoko,
say that
but
again.
you know what? It's got to be
These
so.
are the Hoko
It's like
proposals,
guac.
Kevin.
It's like, oh my! You say it one more time.
Hoko.
You're not saving.
Za. I like
You're not
Za.
saving any time by abbreviating it.
But they do that on posters,
Just
like the
saying.
kids.
Yeah.
when
They
they-
do it on posters.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! No, they don't.
H-O-C-O.
Yep.
Yeah, H-O-C-O, Hoko.
Oh, Hoko.
All right, so here's the update. Here's the update.
Yes. What's up?
It is homecoming weekend at a lot of schools across the country, and a poll on school dances found that only 44% of adults ever even went to a homecoming dance, and just 52% ever went to prom. 2/3 attended at least one high school dance growing up, but really they say no homecoming date? Don't worry, kids. Most of us skipped it too. That doesn't help you when you're 15 or 16 and you really want to go and
No,
you're not
at
going.
all.
And you don't do all the pictures beforehand with your friends and all the things.
You
right?
see your friends
Eric?
going, and you want, you see
Especially
them
nowadays
snapping
with
you and
social
stuff.
media.
Social media.
Ugh.
It hurts at any age. We didn't even have Instagram when I was a kid, and I didn't go to my prom.
Well, prom was
It
big.
didn't hurt you probably as bad as it hurts now because you see all your friends. Who
Oh,
were
it
in
hurt me
prom
then. It hurt
and
me
all
then.
of their dances.
My senior year in high school, I got in a car accident, destroyed my car, and my girlfriend was cheating on me, dumped me, and yeah, I didn't go to homecoming. I was like just distraught as hell.
I'm not. Listen, I don't mean to take away like back then pain versus now pain, but I feel like we before the
'Cause yours-
social media age
whatever you did
had
was
it
extreme.
easier, where it was out of where it was out of sight, out of mind, and you were just in your own world. Like, gosh, I really wish I was there. I wonder what's happening. Versus it's in your face,
Yeah.
because you didn't go and you can see what's happening in the timeline of all the kids who are there and having their fun and
Oh,
doing
yeah.
their pictures. It just digs so deep
Or
and
even
just
even if
stabs you in the heart.
Just the weekend, and all of a sudden, like 3 of your friends are at the Galleria, and they snap you, and you're at home because you can't go,
yeah.
and you see
It
that,
hurts.
or you can see their location, you can see where they're at. At least when we were
Right.
kids, we just assumed
You can out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, you don't think
And
of it.
now it's a constant bombardment, a constant reminder. But it's got to be hard as parents too. Like we had a lot of listener line calls about that, and you can hear the pain in some of the parents' voice. Do you want to hear like a quick one? I mean, this is just
go ahead, give us one before we do pizza.
all right.
My daughter is getting to go to her very first homecoming dance. She's in middle school. And a boy asked her, and they were just going as friends. And then all of a sudden yesterday, he told her that he has made other plans and he's no longer going to go with her. I don't understand why my daughter, that is smart, she's absolutely beautiful. She does model on the side. She's an outstanding soccer player. She's an outstanding volleyball player, basketball player. She's like the full package. Her sense of humor is absolutely amazing. I don't understand why people like that exist. But she handles it so well. Since when is middle school homecoming about dating? Like, ew, I guess I'm just venting because I don't understand how kids will say, yeah, we're going to do this. Oh, I made better plans or I made different plans and bye.
I'm still thrown that middle school has a homecoming.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't know middle school even had homecoming.
Middle school
I
does
think our kid.
homecoming?
I think I remember they did
I
some
know
of
we
like
did a
8th graders
dance.
And
for like football teams. And then I remember the cheerleaders. They did the last year. My daughter did the. I don't remember they.
But
did
I
it.
remember homecoming in high school.
That's more like
not-
high school.
Yeah,
though.
I thought so.
I didn't even know what it was in middle school. But
I mean, to me, it's unnecessary pressure to have that in middle school.
Rilla, did so the update to the story? Going back to that, did you say the young lady did find a date?
We don't have
Okay.
an answer. I was saying the update
Like,
is
email us and let us
it's
know.
a tied story to the homecoming problem where it's like, well,
tied
if you
to
don't
it.
have a date, don't worry. Well, that's not really going to help her
Texas,
No,
right
it's not
now.
gonna help.
Texas just said this. Kids today are way into FOMO. Social media
You're
is
missing
ruining
out.
us.
Yeah, it really
I'm
is.
sure
it really
it
is.
is.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm
We're
feeling
adults.
hungry.
All right, this one I just saw. The average American eats enough pizza each year to stuff a full-size suitcase.
Really?
So go when you see a big piece of luggage at your house. Imagine
You eat that much pizza in 1 year?
The
A
average
full
person
suitcase.
That seems pretty accurate.
Yeah, I think
The
so.
average person can
Wow.
eat about 5 slices by themselves in a single sitting. 5 slices.
I've eaten an entire
That's getting the
pie.
thin
Slices.
pieces. It can't be it's not deep dish. You're not going to Star Pizza and getting that deep dish.
Or the
yeah.
stuffed crust pizza. That adds a
Or
lot,
the
too.
XXL.
Have you ever done a
No,
full
you can't
pizza
do
in
that.
one sitting?
No.
I'd probably.
Oh, I have.
We live next to Spanky's now, which is a
good.
pizza spot. So it's like at our fingertips. And HEB has a coupon on the back of the receipts. Y'all, it's over now.
And here's another. And this is
I
crazy.
know where I'm getting my
Special
next
K, you can be
pizza.
special 2K.
I need some innovative lasers here real soon.
Yeah, you get it. The average American prefers frozen pizza at home compared to eating fresh pizza at a restaurant.
Hell no.
What? No.
Wait, Hold on. Frozen at home versus delivery
Like
at
when I did my
home?
DiGiorno.
Are they the ones that did this survey?
No, let's see who did this here. It doesn't
That's
say.
only good in a pinch. That's good for a Sunday night. I'm over it. And it's
He's
put in a
right, and
frozen
I'm not
pizza.
just sucking up. I mean, DiGiorno is really good.
least
That's
that
not
tastes
a
more like a
pinch.
pizza.
That's good stuff.
But I grew up on like Tombstone. Like
Yeah, I like that.
Me
my
too.
mom was
Are
the
they Red
Tombstone
Baron?
a lot.
Red Baron.
Yes.
That's the one I
That
get.
Do you remember
So
those
good.
little Geno's pizza bites that they had? They were like
those small little.
There's pizza
tortilla-
bites and pizza
there's-
bagels.
you would bite into them. They were like a little
something?
pizza
And they-
pocket, and they'd squirt like the hot juice
Yeah.
out.
Oh, they still make those that come in like 45.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
basically
Oh my
a Hot
God,
Pocket
yeah.
now. It's just bigger.
Ultimate hangover food.
We had a cool little
Yeah.
pizza oven. It was made for my mom was back in the 80s. She'd go to grocery stores and she'd like at Costco. You know how they have the food, the tasters to test it out. She had pizza there. So, oh man, that Tombstone and Jack's
Cut
Pizza.
it with the
Do we
scissors.
have Jack's Pizza
Yeah.
here?
I've
I've
heard
never
of
seen
it.
a Jack's
It's frozen
pizza.
Jack.
Now I
Jack's,
want
they got
pizza.
hamburgers. They got
Really?
Jack's. Right next to where
Oh
you
yeah,
live.
Jack's.
Jack's.
Yeah, Jack's. Yeah, down
Cold pizza for breakfast, anyone?
I want some pizza now.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
It is brought to you by Duncan. All right, everybody's phone in America is going to go off today between 1:20 in the afternoon and 1:50. That's because FEMA is expected to conduct a nationwide test of the emergency notification system. So all cell phones will receive the message only one time. It'll happen one time. But really, you brought up a good point, though. All the people that have like a cell phone hidden, especially people that are survivors of domestic violence, if you've got that
if
secret
you're
phone.
definitely dealing with abuse in your home and you have a hidden device that your abuser doesn't know about, you've got to make sure it's turned off or it'll get
'Cause
found
it's
out.
going to go off no matter what. So a
But
Houston...
not cheaters though. Cheaters, you leave it on.
Yeah.
So you can
So
catch
you
it.
can catch.
Separate message
What
for
is
the
that
cheaters.
sound?
What's that burner
Your
phone?
phone's not going to make noise if you
I don't know
turn
how
it
this
off.
got
What's
here.
that shoebox up in the closet up
Yeah,
there?
it must have been the previous residence. I don't know.
Why is the bottom drawer beeping?
This is a
Why is the
15.
bottom drawer
Apple.
beeping?
A Houston metro area neighborhood has been named by Stacker as having some of the most expensive homes in Texas. Guess which local neighborhood came in on the list?
Eric's.
Only one neighborhood.
What was the title again? What's the title again?
Houston metro area neighborhood has been named by Stacker as having
Which one?
some of the most expensive homes in Texas. Bel Air.
Yeah.
In the state of Texas, they were listed at number 16, the only Houston city
I'm no longer there.
neighborhood. Yeah. So there.
sold mine.
It's weird
I
because
made my
Bel Air is a
cheese.
city of
Yeah,
its own. It's just within the metro area of Houston. But
Now
Bel
here's-
Air is the city of Bel Air.
Because
city of Houston.
because you're
Yeah.
looking at how much space they have. Like,
Yeah, we have our own mayor.
you would think that like River Oaks would be more, but it's smaller. Bel Air is just covers
larger.
more area. So the average home in Bel Air, $1,005,756. Now the typical home value across the United States, $351,000.
Kevin's laugh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, coming up next, speaking of laughs, are we going to have more laughs?
Hey, the
with
Powerball's
Kevin's
tonight.
Saga?
We can all buy a Bel Air.
We can all buy we can all buy Bel Air home. The Powerball's $1.2 billion tonight.
Kevin continues with the saga of the chair that just won't get paid for. Is that right, Kev?
We've got to get some details on exactly what we purchased at the furniture store. Is it a Ryan Chase lounge?
Oh my God.
It doesn't work.
Right. Is it
broken.
Is it a POS?
We're going to find out next in that prank call on the Roula and Ryan Show.